quite 5:30, but that one says 5:30. Janelle, you got your recorder ready?
Yep.
All right, so I'm calling this meeting to order at 5:30. May I have a roll call, Janelle?
Mayor Kupta?
Here.
Ms. Darrow? Here. Mr. Mock?
Present.
Mr. Westbrooks is absent.
All right, number one is the proposed oversized garage. So come on down and we'll talk a little bit. We do have some comments regarding this
Okay.
from our planners. So Janelle, would you be, oh no, we got Brian here. Brian, could you talk about it, please?
Sure, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have a memo dated November 21st, 2013. The applicant is proposing to construct a 34 by 20 garage at their property, which is 680 square feet. The code in the R1 zoning district only allows 600 square feet, and it does have a provision in section 1163.02I that allows the planning commission through a conditional zoning certificate process to grant larger garages. And that of course is pursuant to a public hearing, which the commission has already conducted this evening. The applicant did submit an aerial photograph to illustrate the general location of the garage on the property. I noted that section 1163.02I2 of the code requires a 50-foot setback from the side property line. It looks like based on the Summit County records, the applicant's parcel is more than 5 acres in area, and the location of the garage that's being proposed doesn't appear to disturb any significant treed area, and does appear to be set back at least 60 to 70 feet from the side property line. But there's no scale on the aerial, so just want the applicant to confirm that a 50-foot setback is being met. Beyond that, felt that the architecture seemed to be compatible, but wanted the city's architect to weigh in on that issue, and felt again that if it was set back the 50 feet from the property line, I don't see any reason why it couldn't be approved at this time.
Thank you, Brian. Dennis?
The garage is going to have a brick front with stone coins to match the existing house, and they've agreed to raise the roof slope to 612 to give a little more presence on the lot. Other than that, fine.
Everything's all right with you?
Yes.
Anything from Jerry regarding architectural, or that's just what you told him? Okay. All right, any questions from the commissioners? Comments?
I
Yeah.
do. Oh, go on, you go first.
There's a 3-car garage attached to the house?
No.
2-car.
It's a 3-car detached garage.
Yeah, but there is one on the
Yes.
house.
Yes,
And then you got 3 more
yes.
antique cars?
They are
No.
nicer
Well,
cars.
Okay, I just wondered.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think Mr. Sachs saw one of them, or 2 of them.
Okay.
No, we talked.
No, that we just talked
They
about.
wasn't
Oh, we
there.
talked- oh, they weren't there?
sold, yeah.
That's what I know about cars.
Well, you could put boats in there, you could put cars in there, you got all kinds of stuff to put in
Hope it's
there.
gonna be warmer than here.
All right, any other questions,
Yeah, I
Rita?
think it's like right over here, it's not, you can't see it on aerial, there's another big huge, like a barn or garage sitting over here.
Mhm.
Is that yours too?
No. It's a
not-
barn sitting
Right.
right there. That's part, the owner of the guy who built the development.
Oh, okay.
Or, yeah, the company.
Right, I did see that, and, but it looks like it's like actually on your property, right?
It looks like it's,
Yeah.
it
my-
isn't.
Yeah,
It's
no,
actually
my
right
property
here.
line comes here, it sits.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering.
Yeah, it was pre-existing. I think a
Right.
pre-existing barn from the original land from my understanding.
So you have the parking right here, right now, and you're gonna be putting this over here,
No,
correct?
my parking is here.
Huh?
This is my pre-existing garage.
Okay,
This is the main where we pull in, and the other garage will be right
okay,
across from it.
all right, gotcha.
Yeah, no, this is just a patio space.
Right, I know, I went back there, but look at cars back parked right there.
Oh, yeah, we pulled down there because we're doing some.
Right, I thought- I mean, I was
Just
back
moving
there.
in and stuff, yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering. Oh, that's better, thanks.
Sure.
Any other comments, questions? If not, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we grant the conditional zoning certificate, as long as the architectural directions are met.
50 feet, that's all.
And
Make sure it's
50 foot.
50 foot.
Right.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All right, we have motion, do I have second?
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None,
Thank you.
Building.
thank you. All right,
Thank you, sir.
all right, hope you have a lot of nice cars in there and someday you give me a ride.
So I can come tomorrow for permits?
Yes.
or-
Did you fill out the application and turn it in?
I did originally on the day of,
Okay.
like a month
Well,
or
no,
so.
if you bring that in tomorrow, then we'll process the permits and get them as soon as we can.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
All right, have a nice evening. All right, we're gonna move right into, proposed wall sign replacement at Sinorama. Do we have someone here? Hi, are you Joe?
Yes, I am.
All right, Joe. We have some comments from our planner.
Mr. Mayor, would you like me to read those?
Please.
I'll summarize my November 21st memo. Sinorama is proposing to replace their existing sign with a new sign illustrating their corporate logo. They occupy Unit 3 in the Macedonia Town Square Plaza. I reviewed the sign for compliance with the approved signage criteria, which is dated December 12, 2005 for Macedonia Town Square Plaza. The signage states that wall signs shall not exceed 3 feet in height and 53 square feet in area. The proposed sign is a little slightly more than 2 feet by almost 14 and a half feet or 30 square feet. It's comprised of individual channel, white channel letters, LED technology with black trim. The color of the letters in the trim comply with the approved criteria, and so does the overall area. At this time, I don't believe there's any reason from a code standpoint to not approve the sign.
Dennis, we didn't have anything else on that, did we?
No.
All right, any questions, comments from the commissioners? If not, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we accept the applicant sign change as submitted.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Joe,
Thank you very much.
that's it. Now you can go where it's warm.
Yeah, really.
Have a nice Thanksgiving. Everybody else have.
Nice Thanksgiving too.
All
Thank you very
right.
much.
Thank
Sure.
you.
You're welcome.
All right, next is the proposed wall sign at Gold Guys. Hi, how you doing? Are you Jim?
I am.
Hi, Jim. How are you? A little chilly right now. All right, we have some comments on this. Brian, could you please read your comments?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Again, November 21st memo. The applicant, Gold Guys, is proposing to relocate their existing sign from Unit 4 to Unit 12 in a location that was previously occupied by Frozen Oasis in the crossings at Golden Link. The sign, which is 2.25 feet by 10.5 feet roughly, is 23.63 square feet, again comprised of individual white channel letters. And the O in the sign is designed to look like a gold ring. The sign, again, is being moved from one location to another in that existing complex. In terms of compliance with the section 1179.03 F2 of the Planning and Zoning Code, and so you know, the crossings at Golden Link do require compliance with our zoning code rather than an approved sign package, if you will. The code permits 2 square feet of identification signs for each lineal foot of tenant frontage. In this case, the frontage is 15 feet, entitling them to 30 square feet of identification signage. The sign adheres to the area requirements of the code, and I believe at this time, based on the code requirements, can be approved as submitted.
Any other comments, Dennis?
No.
Hearing none, any comments or questions from the commissioners? Motion?
I'll make a motion, we accept the sign as submitted.
I second?
A motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? You're on your way, Jim. I
Okay.
have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the right-in, right-out that we're trying to get built off Route 8?
I am not. Was this present?
Yes, and you need to be aware of that. And that would be a great asset for that shopping plaza, plus it'd be a lot safer. Plus next year, they're gonna be redoing 82 in front of you, and the only exits you have are on 82. But I'm not getting a lot of response from the landowners, so would you please give me a call and I'll tell you all about it?
I will do that. I do quite a bit of work with that, the landlord there to build developments. Own the center strip there with small tenants, but they manage the whole
Well,
property.
I'll tell you what, this is a very, very good deal. The road needs to be built by the businesses there. That's the hang-up. All right, but rather than doing it by eminent domain, I'd rather do it in a friendly way because I feel it'll help all the businesses there realize better profits. All right, and I've been working on this a long time, and they do not let you puncture. Route 8 right away is a limited access, and they never let you puncture that. And now I've got the okay to puncture it, but I can't get the owners excited enough to let's move forward. The cost is very reasonable, and once the road is built, it'll be taken over as a dedicated street, so it'll never have to be repaired by the owners of the plaza, never have to be plowed, salted, nothing. See, it's a good deal.
Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, you need to talk to me, so we can really, you can ask me questions, I can fill you in.
Okay,
I'll be in tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, I'll be down at ODOT's.
all right. I'll give you
Okay.
a call.
Thank you, Jerry.
Very good.
All right, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, and I'll speak with you tomorrow.
Good.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, next we have, request for a conditional use permit. Is there anybody here from Smoochie Poochie? All right, do we need them here, Dennis, for this conditional use permit?
They just need to set a public hearing for it.
Okay.
I love the name. It's cute.
They had a sign also, but they didn't get it turned in until this morning, so there's.
Well, what should we do? Should we just, set a date for a public hearing? All right, when's our next meeting, next year or this year?
This year we could do December 23rd.
23rd. What a Scrooge. Okay.
December what, you know?
December 23rd would be the next available one they could do it at.
All right,
Because we
so
have to
let's
advertise in
do
the paper.
a public hearing.
Yeah, unless, I'll give them a call tomorrow, and if they can't make it then, it'll be January 13th.
Okay, very good. So we have that set up. All in favor of that?
Sounds good.
Aye.
Okay, very good. All right, moving on. We have the proposed facade modification in the comments. That must be you. Come on down. Are you Steve?
Yes, I am.
How you doing?
Fine.
What's the name now?
Proposed facade modification. All right, we have some planners' comments on this, Brian.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Again, my memo, November 21st, 2013. Go ahead and read from this. The applicant is proposing facade improvements to the section of the retail plaza that was occupied, or is occupied, I'm not entirely sure, but Champ Sports, which is Unit 26. They're moving out at some point if they have not already done that. I reviewed the application dated November 15th, 2013 in connection with the request and have some comments for the Planning Commission to consider. Unit 26 is a 15,000 square foot unit, and the applicant's proposing to divide the space into two separate storefronts, which will include the addition of 4 awnings along the front. 3 of the new awnings appear to be colored orange, based on the illustration, which is dated November 9th, 2013. The 4th awning is colored brown. The 15,000 square foot tenant space will be divided into one unit with slightly more than 11,000 square feet, and the second unit will be slightly more than 3,800 square feet. As identified on the application materials, the larger tenant space will be occupied by Ulta, a retail business specializing in cosmetics and other beauty products. The smaller space does not appear to have a new retailer identified. In addition to the awnings, the applicant's proposing to alter the existing facade by removing a cupola and adding 2 false dormers on the top of the roof. And then the roof line is also being altered and a roof peak is being added. From a zoning perspective, the request does not impact the overall density of the retail complex, nor does it alter the required number of parking spaces. The request is more architectural in nature and should be reviewed by the city architect. I'm not necessarily concerned with the architectural changes, but do have a minor concern about the color of the awnings. All the signage in the commons is white or red. I believe the colors proposed for the awnings won't necessarily blend with the established color for the signage. I'm least concerned with the brown, a little more concerned with the orange. I believe it's an item that should be discussed with the applicant. Regarding the architecture, I might suggest some type of architectural feature be added to the rooftop near the end of the Alta tenant space to provide continuity with the 2 false dormers proposed at the opposite end of the roof line over the smaller tenant space. And I can answer any questions you may have.
All right, Dennis, you have some comments?
The applicant is requesting a reverse gable addition to a portion of the front of the existing units. I would suggest the addition of a 12-inch wide rake frieze board to give some more detail to the gable rather than just the edge of the roof overhang. All other materials are proposed to match existing and should make an aesthetically pleasing modification to the facade. Applicant should note that signage is not permitted on awnings.
Okay. So are you sure you want to put up brown and orange, or maybe black and yellow would be better after Sunday? Now, why do you have 2 colors, Jim?
The
Or
orange
Steve?
is, the orange is proposed, that is Ulta's trademark color.
No, it's,
It's a requirement of the tenant
Okay.
in order for their identification package. And, you know, the other color over here is a proposed tenant that is not identified yet, so that is not anything particular.
Let's see. That's,
Well,
that's a hard one because it doesn't
yeah.
go with the
it's
plaza itself, so.
different. And that's a problem because that shopping center right along has slowly, very, very slowly been changing. At one time, Steve, you couldn't even, all the signs were the same color. Are you aware of that, the history of it? Yeah.
Not going back, no.
Yeah, well, they had all the signs the same color, the same font, the same everything. And over time, we've gradually evolved to allowing more and more identity by signage and color and so forth. Not a lot, but at least you could go with separate font or something like that. Right next to Walmart, there's a place that had totally different font, and eventually the planning commission went along with it. But that's about as far as we've gone. Do they ever do this? Do their stores ever not have awnings?
Not that I've encountered. This is a standard signage package, identity package that they require as part of this deal.
And without the awnings, you won't get the deal?
I can't answer that. I have to go back and discuss with Lacey on the specifics of the terms.
Where's the signage on this?
It does right here. See, you could barely see them.
Yeah,
It says
but
all.
The building signage will be submitted,
Right.
you know,
Yeah,
under a
'cause-
separate application. Those are the proposed awnings for the signage.
All right, where's the signage gonna go, on the awnings?
No, we'll provide under a separate package a building signage.
All right, well, it would behoove us to look at that signage with the awnings. Because if the signage is a very clearly this store's logo or this store's font or whatever they do, that's a little bit different.
Okay.
that could affect the decision on the awnings, how it would go with it. Would it be matching color? I don't know.
The signage that we initially discussed would be white signage.
Do you
Right.
have to do the awnings?
It is currently negotiated with them right now. They requested the awnings.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, none of the other stuff has awnings.
No,
right?
not right there. The closest I think is Applebee's.
Mhm.
And they put awnings on, but after, we had several meetings on that. Remember that?
All this is gonna change, correct? So say like this right here. So this is gonna be moved over a little bit, and this is gonna be,
No, it is
Right, this
starting,
way?
this point right here is this point.
right, that's I see.
Correct.
And then so all this whole furniture is gonna change. I mean, I like this.
Yes.
Don't you like that?
Mhm.
I like that, but I mean, I don't agree with the awning colors.
What
This
are the
color-
awnings made of?
It is a fabric material.
It is
which I do
fabric.
have sample.
What's the color you're talking? You feel all right?
I hope not.
I mean, I just don't know because of the way the whole plaza is right now, just, there's no awnings there and just like, I mean, I don't have a problem with just the signage right above there and all of this, but it's the awnings is, I
Well,
don't know.
Is this one here isn't occupied, this unit?
That is not occupied.
Okay.
That is an identified
So the
unit.
color is just an arbitrary color?
That's exactly right.
So,
What does DDR say about this?
The color and the awning and the branding is a theme that we have carried out throughout our portfolio to accommodate Ulta in many of our centers. I think closest to here, we have one in Solon and also one in Stowe, which have the colored awnings.
Well, how much of a hurry are you in? Because I'd like to go look at those awnings in the building.
We can,
I mean, can we hold you off till the next meeting? It's a month.
that's,
And it's too close to Christmas, but I won't dwell on that.
no, that's why I've been working with Dennis along the way. This is nothing that we would start immediately after the first of the year. And I respect if you'd like to go out and take a look.
I would like to see what it looks like in person. The only thing going for you on this, I feel, is this sign right here. See that?
mhm.
That almost looks like an awning. It's not, but it gives you that, it's almost the same size.
Continuation.
Yes, all right, so I would like to look at that a little more if you wouldn't mind, and maybe we can get you that decision next meeting. And it'll be your Christmas present.
Where are they
Happens.
located? Another, where you can go look at this?
Other
Stowe.
centers, Stowe, and
Solon.
also in Solon.
Okay,
And
So-
it's where they sell like cosmetics and different stuff like that? Okay, I've never even heard of them.
well, they sell
I
a
don't get how much
lipstick.
they talk.
They sell a lipstick this color. so
Hey,
it's-
I'm a lipstick girl, so, you know, what can I say?
Well, that's what made them famous, so that's why they want that color. All right, so, at any
I
rate.
don't think I would get kissed if I wore this color. I got news for you. Maybe
Well,
a
maybe
different
if you were
color.
dating a pumpkin.
I'll make a motion that we table this applicant until the next meeting.
We have a motion, do I have a
Second.
second? We have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thanks for coming tonight,
Thank
Steve.
you.
Have
I
a great
appreciate it.
Thanksgiving.
If there's any additional information I can provide in your research of this, let me know, please.
Well, we'll look up the address, that won't be hard, we'll get it, and we'll go take a look and we'll see if we can come up with an answer for you. All right,
Thank you.
we have no other regularly scheduled business, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you very much for
Have a nice
coming,
Thanksgiving.
everybody.
Thank you.
So, let's, okay, so we got, let's
See,
see.
if you're looking for